Well, we've already started.
Oh my god. Why do you always do this to me? I'm like over here trying to get comfy and situated and remove my wedgie.
Oh, yeah, we're back. This is Podblivion episode 5?
5, yes.
Yeah, this is the third episode we've recorded today. Probably going to stop after this until next week, but yeah, 3 episodes ain't bad for a backlog. We don't know when that new mic is on its way, so we're still sharing the one microphone, and there's a little bit of reverb, but the microphone will be arriving by next week. So hopefully we can record some fresh new audio. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this and just let the wind take me. No, not that way.
Oh no.
Well, that went terribly.
That did go awful.
Oh, now we're going backwards, huh? Alright. So, but yeah, this is Podblivion, the pseudo podcast where I game, and we sometimes talk about gaming, sometimes completely different stuff. It's kind of like a podcast where it's just like flow of consciousness and all that jazz. We're going the wrong way. Oh, hey, it led me to a... Oh, that's a rock. That's not a treasure chest.
Oh. You really need a steering wheel for this.
You know, I probably do, yeah. Let's get one.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just kind of do this. I just kind of game and we just talk about other stuff on this series. And, oh yeah, by the way, I'm Void.
I'm Cassie.
Yeah, and Cassie's my sister. Yeah, at some point we're gonna just stop doing introductions, and you're just gonna like be here like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
No context whatsoever. Whatever. I'm not trying to be terribly organized with this thing. It's just kind of like it does whatever.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean...
Here we go.
Yay! Now you have a steering wheel.
Yes.
Oh, that's going a whole heck of a lot better.
Yes. Oh, a rock. Is that Dwayne The Rock Johnson? Oh, a wolf. Oh, a tree. Oh, okay.
All the things.
Oh, look, a treasure chest.
Ah! You just rammed into him.
Yeah, who cares? Take this. Or open it like that. Sure. Okay, so... yeah, the last episode we were in the middle... I was just about to get into I was about to, like, do a little ramble about Doom.
Lore.
Yeah, Doom lore.
I want to hear it.
You do want to hear it. You're interested.
Well, yeah, I mean, I kind of, off and on watched your Doom stream. But, I mean, it seems like the lore's interesting, but I'd never had the time to, like, actually go back and, like, pay attention to all the lore and, read all the lore and whatnot.
Yeah, and honestly, most of the lore is dropped in Doom Eternal.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's totally valid. I gotta be honest. What the lore that they drop in Doom 2016 is like tip of the iceberg.
Oh. Okay.
It's quite crazy what they do. I don't even know if I want to get into it like without you having seen the Doom Eternal Redoom-a-thon, because I haven't done that yet. But I will say that. Actually, you know what? I'll just get into it, and you can. I'll just like set like a premise. Like,
tell me the lore for 2016.
Okay, and I could just get into like, I don't know. I mean, the trailers are out there, and people know already. People who've played Doom Eternal know what's going on. But so basically, first of all, I should tell you what the original Doom game is about.
Okay.
Just to kind of set that premise. But I like... Hold on, there's like a blood moon happening.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you did not. Let's just set some grass on fire.
Yeah, so let me take you back to the first Doom game.
Okay.
I think it was like 80s or 90s. I forget the timeline for releases, but very old-ass game. Simple game. You're a guy with a gun on like a futuristic space station, like on like one of the moons of Mars. I think it was Deimos or Phobos, and there are demons that have broken out.
Okay.
And that happened because the UAC, which is the United Aerospace Corporation, had a teleporter to teleport materials between like the moon bases and Mars. I don't think they may have had a surface on like a base surface on Mars and also Earth. And all that teleportation tore open a portal into a dimension that is basically hell.
Oh.
Like a science fiction version of hell. Like all this religion was based off of something. That's basically what they're saying.
Okay.
Whether heaven exists, that's up for debate, but hell is a constant and it is real and these demons are going to kill us.
Oh.
So that's how that happens.
Lovely.
It's kind of crazy. It's like mixing fantasy with science fiction, but yeah, you got to kill these demon creatures. And so this guy, he's called like the Doom Marine. He essentially is just like one of the many there. And he gets put on this moon because he did some like it's like punishment for like acting out against his superior or something, or like I think he was like supposed to like put someone to death, and he said, "I'm not going to do that." And then he like punched the guy who ordered him to do that, and then he got sent there.
Okay.
I forgot the specifics, but anyway, he did not cooperate, so he was put on like cleanup duty or something. So yeah, he is there at the heart of the epicenter of this this thing that happens when the demons break out and start killing people. So he's this unnamed like protagonist. He's just some guy. He goes "Ooh," when he gets hurt,
Okay.
and he wears like the standard like UAC uniform like suit. This guy kind of showed up and is now wrecking shop. But yeah, so Doom is very simple. First game, you go into, you just follow the path of destruction. The demons lead you find a portal into hell, and so like first half is like on the Mars moon base. Second half is in actual hell. And then you kill a boss there, and then there's a second part where it's called Doom 2 Hell on Earth. And the demons are on Earth, and you get there, and your pet rabbit has died, which is kind of like a John Wick type backstory. So
yeah, why?
Like his loved ones have died, his rabbit is dead. So this guy just wants to get even with the demons now.
Why rabbit of all things?
Be different, you know.
Okay.
And the bunny's name is Daisy.
Oh.
Like this is the canon name for the rabbit. It's called Daisy.
Okay.
And that's just kind of like this Doom Marine's motivation for killing the demons in part 2 of the older games. Just like, they killed my rabbit, those fuckers. So it's like John Wick before John Wick was a thing, but with demons instead of Russian mafia. So yeah, and then I think there was like a few other classic Doom games where it's just like more like loose story and just like it's more like killing demons, and there's not really like, you're just going level by level. But then we get to Doom 2016, which was kind of like supposed to be like a reboot of sorts.
Okay.
So you are... So you're this guy that wakes up in a stone sarcophagus on Mars.
Random.
Yes. And it's implied that you are a being of great power. You are also, like... This character, he's the Doom Slayer. And he's got a history. I don't know how much of the lore you caught when I was doing my redoomathon of Doom 2016.
Really not a lot, so just tell me everything.
Yeah, so there's like all these recordings. Like Hell has a recorded history of this guy fucking shit up. Like there's like stuff about like the great Hell Legions and the Night Sentinels going to war and this guy leading the fray, and like there's like these named places, named locations in hell, and there's like the Dark Lord and all this shit. And there's like this implied like crusade against the demons, and they are scared of him. And they are so scared that they locked him in a stone box.
Okay, I was gonna be like, how did he get in a stone box?
Because they imprisoned him in there.
Wow.
Because he's just that much of a threat to the demons. So yeah, there's like all this backstory to this guy that you're playing as. And so when he wakes up, there's demons on Mars, and this is implied to be a different universe than classic Doom. Why is it raining? Why's it always gotta be raining when I want to do anything?
Who knows? It's just...
I'll just put on my froggy suit. But yeah, so this guy is bad news for the demons. And so there's like the UAC is still a thing, but it's a little different because it's headed by this guy named Dr. Samuel Hayden, who is like he's like this guy in a robot body. And he wakes up the Doomslayer to handle the demons. Okay. And the whole reason that the demons happened on Mars for them wasn't teleportation, but because they were harvesting this thing called Argent Energy. Or Argent Plasma. I forget what it's called. It's like plasma energy, and actually both of those things are a thing in these new Doom games. And I forget what the difference is, but yeah, so this Samuel Hayden guy, he's like, okay, yeah, I need you to help me wipe out the demon invasion on Mars. And so it's kind of the same story. Go through the Mars facilities, go to hell, actually come back to Mars for a quick spell, go back to hell, finish the job, fight the boss. But yeah, there's like all this history that they laid down for this guy, and it's not really explained what it's about. They throw all these names out there and all these places, and it's like, and it's implied that he led an army at one point, and there's like a great fight, and there was like giant monsters he toppled, giant demons he killed. You even go through the remains of one in one of the levels. So it's like this huge saga that happened.
Is he immortal?
He's it's implied that he is like a very empowered individual. Like I don't know if he's immortal, but he has definitely more strength than your typical human being. He can there's like a door that was closed. He just wedges it open. This big old door.
I guess my question about being immortal is, how long was he locked in the box for?
A while, like a long time. He was basically an artifact when he was found by the Mars facility.
So that's what I'm saying. Does he just have a long life, or is he truly immortal?
He might be immortal for all I know.
Okay.
Because he was killing these demons for like ever. Forever and ever and he was locked in hell, and then there was an expedition into hell when they discovered that the Argent Energy stuff that they were harvesting was connected to hell, so they went into hell, and they found him, and they brought him back.
Because having him be locked in a box because they're scared of him implies that they can't kill him. Yes.
But, I mean, you can die in Doom, but it's like, it's like John Wick, like, he's just so good. You're like, oh shit, we don't want to mess with that guy.
Yeah, or I guess it's not... Well, in order to lock him in the box, they definitely would have had to attack him.
There was an ambush, basically, and he was betrayed by someone. They tricked him.
Because, like, if he was prepared for that, it would be a slaughter.
Yeah, exactly. That's the implication, that he was caught unaware.
Okay.
And that's how he was trapped. But yeah. So, and then Doom Eternal happens, and Doom Eternal is a direct sequel to Doom 2016. And it's a huge leap. Let me tell you, it's a huge leap, because now, At some point during, I'm just going to tell you this now so that you are prepared for it.
Okay.
At some point during Doom Eternal, it is revealed that the Doomslayer is the same guy from the older games.
So, okay, so he is basically eternal.
Yes, he is the same. Yeah, there it is, Doom Eternal. He is the eternal guy.
He is immortal. Like, he doesn't die, he is immortal, so...
Well, but he was just a normal guy in the older Doom games. He was just like a random Marine. So
then what happened between then and...
Well, that's the thing. A lot happened. A lot happened.
He somehow gained immortality.
Yes, and it goes over that. There's like flashbacks. So there's this whole fucking thing that happened between the events of the older Doom games and Doom 2016. And they elaborate more on that in Doom Eternal. That in the events of Doom 64, which was for the Nintendo 64, they added something in a new release for current gen consoles, where he fights this boss a second time, and it's implied that he is sent somewhere in time and space.
Oh my god.
So this guy is hurtled into another universe where there's more going on. There is this race of basically space knights called the Sentinels. They got like this, they're like medieval aesthetic, but they're like completely advanced space age race. And they are fighting a war against the demons. Different demons, but they're still demons, and there's still a Dark Lord in this hell, and in this version of the universe. So he is just like, there's demons, I'm gonna fucking kill them. And so he is discovered by the Sentinels when he washes up in this new universe, and he's like, he spent so much time in hell that he all the words that are coming out of his mouth are rip and tear.
Oh my god.
He's just like rip and tear, huge guts. Like, get their guts, and he becomes a warrior. He becomes the best of their legion, and they celebrate him in the arena. They say when he like fights in the arena, they say tar and took, which in their language is rip and tear.
Wow, he's literally just referred to as rip and tear.
Well, that's his catchphrase, and that's like they say rip and tear until it is done. So yeah, he gets his own army called the Night Sentinels, which are loyal to him. And when shit goes south, when it turns out that actually someone was working for Hell and they get turned on by Hell, and most of the Sentinels turn on them, the Night Sentinels remain loyal to the Doomslayer.
Oh.
So, and they pretty much all die, but he lives because he's like just the best.
Yeah.
But he was given great power by someone called the Sephirim.
Okay.
And now here we get into a new angle of Doom, the Doom universe here, because there is an established heaven.
Huh.
Called oh god, what is it called? I completely forgot what it's called. But it turns out that heaven is actually utilizing the energy of hell. So they have an allegiance of hell to harvest souls, because that's where their power comes from.
Oh,
so there's like this whole plot. And if I'm spoiling Doom Eternal, I'm sorry, this has been out for like ever. And I do not apologize, because I just want to rant about this. So yeah, so now that all happened before Doom Eternal and Doom 2016. Like there's like a whole era of him fighting with the Sentinels against the demons, and like doing like these medieval scale sieges and crusades. And that's what Doom the Dark Ages is all about. It's a prequel that talks about that. It shows what he was doing in that time of the timeline. Are you serious? Try it again. But yeah, so it's like they showed all this concept art for like Sentinel stuff. Like there's like they got these dragons and giant mechs and stuff.
Wow.
And that's all going to be in the game.
Huh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and you know, I got to be honest, whenever someone combines that aesthetic, like night aesthetic with space stuff, that is so cool. That's like the coolest thing. I love it. Are you serious?
That whole plot seems very crazy.
It is. It's so crazy. It just got exponentially crazier.
It's like, what is going on?
And there's things I didn't even mention that I guess you're just gonna learn through my replay through of these games.
Yeah.
There's all this shit that they put in there.
Oh
like,
my god, convoluted.
Like the implication of what God is and what Satan is, and they just got this crazy twist on everything.
Gosh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, you are gonna die. You are dead. You're for sure dead. Anyway, that's my little Doom rant.
Wow. That is very convoluted.
Yeah.
Lots of lore behind that.
Yes, it's insane.
Jeez.
It's so insane.
That's kind of like when we were talking about the timelines of Link and how the timelines of Zelda can be, like, kind of complicated.
Yeah.
With how the games and how they interact. It's convoluted plots.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like Doom though is simpler
Yeah.
because there's less entries in the series, so there's less like it's not as complicated.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Good enough.
Wow.
What?
Oh, I'm just thinking about convoluted plots.
Yeah. It's bananas.
It's weird how people come up with this stuff.
Yeah, honestly, I think when they were writing this stuff, it was just like whatever is cool. And
yeah. I guess whatever. Okay. Just get bitch slapped.
yeah, you deserved it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing most writing happens where you have a general concept and then you just add to it in such a way that, like, makes sort of sense, but you come up with new ideas that you never really planned for from the get-go, so
Yeah.
sometimes if you, like, really look into it, you're kind of like, well, that doesn't make any sense at all, but whatever.
Yeah, but what surprises me is that it does seem like they wrote this stuff on the fly, and there are people that say, well, there's like a plot hole here, there's like a contradiction now. But I looked into it and I'm like, actually, no, there's not. Surprisingly enough, this stuff that they came up with after the fact, after they did this stuff for Doom 2016, it doesn't really contradict it at all, actually.
Huh.
So it's weird how it works like that.
Yeah. I guess the key is you want to focus in on even the tiniest little connection.
Yes.
Between the two to make it make sense.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because if you have any sort of connection whatsoever where it makes sense, it's kind of, you know, you can basically imply that you had these ideas from the get-go, even though it's pretty clear you're writing it on the fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you have the tiniest thread, it's okay.
So yeah, Doom of the Dark Ages is essentially like filling in one last space that they've left untouched in what they've established so far, and it's unclear what they're gonna do moving forward in the timeline, but they've made a lot of material to work with for like a prequel,
Yeah.
which is cool. And they're doing a lot of fan service, like all this stuff that they teased in Doom Eternal, that like that the Sentinels have, all this technology and weaponry that the Sentinels have. It's basically just, okay, you're gonna see all of that, and you're gonna get to use all of it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because so there was like they showed like a dragon type creature in this DLC that they made for Doom Eternal, and I was like, oh man, I want to control this thing.
Yeah.
And I saw it in the trailer. And I was like, yeah, I get to control this, but I couldn't control it. It was just like, this takes you from here to there. It was like a cutscene, basically.
That's sad.
But now there's like actual dragon dogfights.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And also the giant mechs that they show, you can actually control one of those.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it's gonna be awesome. I'm trying to go in blind though.
Yeah.
Aside from that stuff. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna get this guy up there. I guess I'm gonna just have to make a little... Or I could, like, spawn... something. See, what's in my favorites? all the bombs. Oh yeah, this one. Old reliable. I take 12 of my... Oh, I got a lot of zonite.
Oh, you have a ton of zonite.
Yeah. I can just put this guy, like, on the back. And we are good to go.
Woo!
Oh, yeah, this thing's crazy fast.
Oh, yeah, wow. Dang.
But yeah, Doom lore. Pretty freaking cool. I love stuff like that. Which is like, look at this stuff, look at how cool it is, but also it goes really in depth.
Yeah.
Like there were entire wars that happened, and these guys, we got these named characters, and there's entire factions of armies and such, and I love shit like that.
That was incredibly efficient for that korok.
It was. You know what? Maybe I should just use that machine from now on.
Yeah, I was literally just thinking about that. Why did you not use that machine when you were trying to get down the hill, and then you made that whole, like, chair-looking contraption, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Let's just use this from now on.
Literally just use that. It's all you need. Literally all you need. Look how efficient that is.
Yeah.
This thing is incredible.
Yeah, someone, one of my viewers, recommended this, and it's honestly really efficient. Probably the most efficient land vehicle that you could make in this game. Oh, get out of the way. Okay.
Okay, good. Well, also, it looks like it has more ground clearance, so it doesn't, like, snag on all the tiny little rocks.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this is incredible. Why haven't you been doing this the whole time?
Well, we're doing this now.
Okay. Oh!
It's one of these.
One of these.
Oh, really? Wait, okay, what are we shooting at? Oh, that thing.
Oh. He's like, huh?
Cool.
Okay, basically, yeah. And then just attach.
Oh yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
It's very straightforward. Just attach the vertical.
And I will need a little more support.
Yeah, it's levitating.
I could just, like, use my vehicle. Oh yeah, like, really snug it in there. Yeah!
Maybe.
Let's see if it works. Hell yeah.
How do you think this guy gets around?
He is just the fastest man alive.
Like,
He's Barry Allen.
Does he have secret teleportation abilities?
Something's happening there. Like, it's how... Yeah, I don't know how he manages to, like... Because I've got, like, fast travel and vehicles at my disposal.
And
this guy just shows up.
Faster! That's what I'm saying. Like, you have fast travel, which is basically like teleportation.
Yes.
And this dude is always just already there, conveniently, when you stumble upon him.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So, he has faster abilities than fast travel.
So I guess, maybe the implication is that he is just the fastest guy alive.
I guess. Does he travel at, like, the speed of light?
I don't know. Maybe he could have been the hero if Link hadn't stepped up to the plate.
Ooh, that's actually a good thought. Of, like, in another timeline, Addison was
the Addison timeline where he's the hero of the wild.
That would have been... I can't imagine Addison being the hero, though.
He just like builds shit really quickly. Like, he, like, puts shit together. And then, like, he just, like, kills monsters like that.
Yeah, I feel like he wouldn't kill monsters directly like what Link does. He would do some Scooby-Doo shit. Of, like, let's build a trap. Like, he's basically the Fred.
Oh my god.
He's the Fred of this world. See? He's already here. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's just that fast.
So, clearly I feel like what he would do for his superpower, if Addison was the hero and Link was not, he would travel somewhere. Ooh, actually, hold on.
Yeah.
Backtracking.
Uh-huh.
I bet not only does he have super fast abilities, but he can see into the future. So he knows. What? Okay, hear me out.
But yeah, like you lost me already. Like, what are you talking about?
So Addison can see into the future. So he knows where he has to be. So this is how it makes sense that he's already there when Link's there.
Okay.
He knows before you know where Link is gonna be. And he's like, I want to put and he says that I want to put a sign right there. So he sees into the future of where you're going to be walking and strategically positions himself in your direct line of path so that you stumble across him and can help him out and set up the sign. And due to being able to see into the future, he's like, okay, I know where to be. Now he has his super fast abilities like Barry Allen, right? So he sprints to that exact location that you need to go to because he knows where you're going to be because he can see into the future.
Huh.
And going back to my original thought of like he's like the Fred of the world with making traps, if theoretically Link did not exist and Addison had to step up to the plate to be the hero, he can use his ability to see into the future to say, okay, I need to go here. He sprints there with his super fast abilities, and then he can create a trap of some sort because he has his building techniques to trap and kill the monster right when the monster walks into the line of path to stop whatever is going to happen.
Mr. Miyamoto, can we get Addison for Smash, please? I think we have a really gold mine. Like, we have a really good idea here, honestly.
He has super fast abilities, can see into the future, and then he uses his amazing building techniques to stop whatever monster he needs to stop.
Yeah, you know, that sounds like a solid theory.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I was like, he has seeing into the future abilities. Like, it makes sense. It makes sense on why he's already there when you stumble across him. So realistically, the reason why he seems all pitiful is because Link exists, so he doesn't have to step up to the plate.
I like this this theory, this like timeline we've well, really you've come up with most of this.
But it makes sense, doesn't it?
It does.
It's like, oh, I have these abilities, but I can just be secret about it, and also let me just use Link being nice to my advantage. He's just taking advantage of you. You're not helping him out. He's just taking advantage of you.
Damn. But
Yeah.
he's paying me.
I guess that's true. He's
giving
paying
me
you.
money and food for compensation.
I guess that's true.
Well, he gave me an item. He gives me that like every time.
But he's still taking advantage of you by not helping you out with killing monsters. He's just like, I'm gonna make him help me out by setting up signs, even though I have these secret superpowers that nobody knows about.
Damn. Yeah, I've almost cleared Eldon.
I created new Zelda canon.
You have. And Miyamoto, get on this shit. Stop sleeping on this. We got something you can really work with here.
Legit. That would be so cool. That would be... Actually, that would be... In terms of, like, playing as Addison with those powers, that would be goated.
Yeah.
Like, he would be invincible at that point. If you can see into the future and prevent anything that could possibly happen, it means no matter what you do, you could not defeat him. Plus, combine that with the super fast speed.
He could be one of those characters where it's like everyone's like, oh yeah, by the way, this guy's the strongest guy.
Legit.
Like, you know about the Shaggy meme?
No, I don't.
Where it's like he was using 0.00001% of his power. Have you ever heard of Ultra Instinct Shaggy?
I have not.
Really?
No.
it's such a good meme because there's like one of the Scooby-Doo animated movies. I think it was Scooby-Doo and the Legend of the Phantasaur, something like that.
Okay.
And something happens with Shaggy where it's like something new happens with Shaggy in this film where they try and like give him hypnotherapy so that he is no longer afraid of stuff.
Oh, I think I've heard of this.
So yeah, so he does the therapy, but no one remembers what the trigger word is because they all get hypnotized along with him, but they don't get the same effect, but they forget like what the guy hypnotizing him forgets what the keyword is.
Oh gosh.
So no one knows like what triggers it during this movie. But so like in like somewhere towards the beginning of the film, he there's like a biker bar where like these bikers show up and one of them accidentally triggers it, and then he just becomes a freaking badass, and he just kicks all their asses.
Oh my god.
And everyone was saying, oh yeah, he was using like 0.0001% of his power, and like all these memes that he's like the strongest being in the universe.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The next One Punch Man.
Yeah. Who wins, Saitama or Ultra Instinct Shaggy?
Yeah.
Who would win? Yeah, that's like that's a fun meme that of course my friends and I know about because we like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And like we were just talking about it. Like, we did like a Scooby-Doo-a-thon first year of college. Every weekend we watched like at least one Scooby-Doo movie, one of those direct to DVD Scooby-Doo movies. And yeah, fun times.
So basically, Shaggy versus One Punch Man versus Addison.
Yeah.
Who would win?
I think whoever wins, we lose.
Yeah.
I think that the combined like collision would just destroy the universe.
It probably would.
Like One Punch Man, like Saitama comes in, Ultra Instinct Shaggy comes in, but then Addison pops up out of frickin' nowhere.
Legit.
And like takes the impact of his skull and just like you get like a Big Bang times 2.
Oh god. Oh man.
What if you know, Addison's dome is kind of bell shaped, so what if like it just like made like a big dong sound when he hits his head against anything?
I mean, let's be real. Addison kind of has One Punch Man vibes of like he's like kind of derpy looking, skinny.
Yeah.
Like unassuming.
Yes, the unassuming badass. Yeah.
The unassuming. That's what I'm saying. It makes sense. Addison is the unassuming badass. He's just like not really wanting to be involved. He's just living his life and wanting to set up these signs. And he's like, well, we already have a superhero. Link is already the superhero. We don't need me.
Yeah.
It's fine. Link takes care of everything.
Why would I waste my time going after the forces of darkness and trying to save the land when it would be a much better use of my time to hold the sign for eternity until he shows up.
It's kind of like One Punch Man and how, like, for the longest time he was a C hero or whatever.
Oh yeah, C rank.
He was C rank because everybody else took credit for the stuff he did, but he didn't really care. He was just doing it for fun.
Yeah, he's just a guy who's a hero for fun.
Right, but to be fair, he could have been that badass and not been a hero. He could have just been like, "Oh, you're in the way. You're annoying me. Let me just bitch slap you." And then
well, sometimes that's what happens. He's just trying to get the groceries.
Well, exactly. So Addison is the equivalent of One Punch Man, but in a different timeline of not wanting to be involved. Versus
yes.
One Punch Man wanted to be a hero for fun, so he specifically did want to be involved.
Exactly.
Addison would be One Punch Man if he didn't want to be involved.
Oh shoot, did I get that, one... I don't think I marked that guy. Hold on. I like to mark the enemies that the bosses I fight, because there's a reward for tracking them all down. Okay, he was like... here. Okay. Alright, anyway, sorry. Back to Addison.
I mean, I pretty much finished my train of thought.
Okay.
It's really funny, though.
It is.
I think that would be incredible. New lore. Officially.
We got some new lore in the fandom.
Yep.
We gotta let's figure out this area. I got some these koroks I've already gotten. I haven't marked them yet, so I'm just gonna do that.
Oh, you're just keeping track of everything?
Yeah. And I gotta make sure I don't mismark anything. Like, oh, someone's playing something. That's a seed I haven't not gotten yet. I've gotten that one. There's a sign. I've probably gotten that sign. Gotten that. Got that. Okay. Okay, and then we have a few that I have not gotten. Oh, wait, what's that? What about this one? Oh, I have not gotten that one. And... okay, I think that's all the one... okay, so that's pretty much the rest of Eldon.
Sweet.
Right there. Is there one over here? Okay, I've not gotten the one over there also. So pretty much everything north of this path. And then I could also... I guess we could do an Addison sweep. Like, look for Addison and Akala. Okay.
So the implication is Addison is only in one location at a time, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Oh, you're gonna start saying he's cloning himself?
Well, yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, wait a minute, if he doesn't... theoretically, if he doesn't have super speed and can't see into the future, and he doesn't have that combination of powers, the only other logical superpower he has is cloning himself. But the thing is, he doesn't seem all that powerful if he spreads out all his clones across the entire continent. But hear me out, if he put them all in one place, you'd have an army of Addison.
Add a split.
And so theoretically, I mean, even if he's not super powerful in terms of pure strength, just having a lot of Addisons to fight through could be overwhelming.
Oh my god, just imagine like an army of Addisons swarming Ganondorf.
That's what I'm saying! Like, he's over here like, let me just use my clones to set up all the signs, and Link will come around eventually if he doesn't have the super speed and seeing into the future abilities. But if he wanted to, he could just congregate all of them in one place and take down Ganondorf.
Addison is the strongest man alive.
Or we just have a million weak Addisons, but just from...
They're just like fodder for Ganondorf's fist.
That's what I'm saying.
Just like running into Ganondorf's fist, like just like clusters of Addisons just like being flung into the air as like they get walloped by something way bigger.
Like,
what if they just form like stand on each other's shoulders and form like a giant Addison? they just like link up and just like like a giant man made of Addisons.
Oh jeez. Yeah, so he could just, even if there's a million of him and they're all pretty weak, having a million of something is very overwhelming.
Yes.
So you could still, a million against one super powerful one, you could still overwhelm Ganondorf. So regardless of whether he's weak but has clones, or can see into the future and is super speedy and fast, he's just seriously sleeping on these superpowers, because he could have, for real, been the replacement Link if Link didn't exist.
Yeah, the hero of wood.
What?
Because every Link has like a hero of designation, like that's their title. Like Ocarina of Time, hero of time. Skyward Sword, hero of the sky. I think Wind Waker was like hero of the wind.
What is this Zelda?
Hero of the wild, I think.
Okay.
What is this, Zelda? Are you serious? Are you freaking serious? Are you one of those people that calls Link Zelda? Are you serious?
No, I'm not. I guess I meant, what is this Zelda game? Not Zelda.
My god.
What is this Zelda game?
I could flay you right now.
No! So what is this Link?
Yeah, the hero of the wild. I think that's what he's been
referred to as?
Yeah. Oh, it's one of those?
No. So then Addison would be
the Hero of Wood.
Hero of Wood.
And that does not sound weird at all.
Hero of Wood.
Oh, it's a race.
Ooh, this seems fun. Oh, you definitely need a boat of some sort.
No, I don't.
What?
No, I don't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So see the later part of the map?
Yeah?
That's where I can walk.
Oh, cool.
They reward you for looking at the map.
Awesome.
Yeah, see, that's all shallow right there. That's like something I can walk on.
I thought you needed a boat.
Nope. I just had to wait for the water really quickly.
I kind of thought, to be fair, that another one would pop up, so you would have to go through.
Oh no, it's just I know that's like a thing that we're all used to in video games, multiple checkpoints, but yeah. It's very simple.
Okay.
It's not like they don't want to do like a whole hassle for the koroks.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it's just like a quick thing, and then you move on to the next korok.
Yeah, imagine if you had to build a boat and then go across and do a little race through all of the little things.
Yeah, that would suck. Alright, so now there's another one over here. I think there might be an Addison nearby, but I think I already did that. Anyway, what else could we talk about?
I don't know.
The Addison well has run dry.
Yeah, that was...
The Legend of Addison. Oh. Here. Ah, there you are, little bug. Come on. You.
Oh, there we go.
Alright.
The Legend of Addison?
Yeah. It's just him doing the theme.
That's like, Minion vibes when they have the illumination and they're like making their little gibberish.
A little gibberish. Aren't the voice actors of the Minions women?
I don't know.
I think I saw a video. It was like them in the studio doing all the noises for the Minions. It's really, really fun.
Yeah, I mean, I do know that I'm pretty sure the Minion words is a combination of a bunch of different languages.
Yeah, like Spanish and God, there's like I've mainly caught up on that, like Spanish and Japanese. I think
it's like Spanish, English, German, Japanese. Like it's a combination of like 4 to 5 different languages.
Papoy?
What?
Papoy? That's something they say.
Oh yeah.
Papoy? Banana?
Banana.
Banana. Okay, there's one like right underneath here. I'm surprised I haven't gotten this one yet. It seems. Oh yeah, okay, it's one of these. This. You gotta just grab the guy before he hits the ground.
Woo!
Okay. This should have been the rate I was going at the whole time, but we could have been through Elden by now.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, oh well.
Oh well. Oh!
Into a rock. Sounds like I said into Iraq.
That's bad.
Into Iraq. Into Iraq. Into Iraq. Alright. So I guess let me look at my notepad. I don't really want to talk about books.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like a thing we would talk about on a gaming channel, unless it was like gaming related. But
yeah, like I mean, the only reason why I brought up the
idea.
Well, no, the only reason why I brought up Harry Potter was because we were talking about
Hogwarts Legacy.
Hogwarts Legacy, and how I'm reading those books, and it's been fun for sure. But that's just like a little side thing I've been doing.
Yeah, I mean that's great that we can like talk about our hobbies during like hobbies that we otherwise wouldn't be talking about in other situations. Like would if it weren't for this series we're doing, no one would know that I read comics. Like that is something I've been doing. I've been reading comics. Thanks to that tablet you got me for for I think it was my birthday.
I think... Yes, it was birthday.
Yeah.
That was a birthday gift
Yeah.
I went in on with the parents.
Yeah.
We all kind of paid for it together.
Like a really... And I've been using it a lot, actually. It's really great. You saw the app I've been using?
Yeah.
I got this app where I can read, like, comic PDFs, except they're not PDFs, so like a different file type, but, and like with each page you can like turn, and it does like a page turn animation that follows your finger as you turn the page. So it kind of just emulates the feeling of turning pages in a comic book.
That's cool.
So essentially, it's like I've got my own. I've set up like a Kindle for comics, essentially, and I'm acquiring the comics through definitely legitimate means, 100% legitimate and legal means that I pay for, and yes. But, so yeah, I've been reading comics, and, yeah, I've only brought this up, like, once, I think, during a stream, and we talked about East of West.
Yeah.
Which is it's like a sci-fi thing in the future, but there's also the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. It's crazy, but it only lasted for like 10 volumes. So it was actually like a short read. Nothing sprawling like Marvel or DC. And I, honestly, I'm not even gonna think about getting into superhero comics right now, because those are just, like, such ordeals. What Jumanji? What's happening?
What is going on?
Oh,
Why are
cool.
they running all over the
Why
place?
are they're kicking my rock around? I'm gonna start killing. There we go.
Okay, cool.
So, but yeah, like, God.
Well, speaking of, like, DC or whatever, I kind of like to watch, some of the, like, CW. I know it's bad.
Sounds like a guilty pleasure to me.
It is a guilty pleasure. I like to watch some of the, like, the CW superhero stuff on Netflix.
Boo.
I know, but it's a guilty pleasure. Like, I watched Supergirl. But even, to your point, even watching those TV shows is an ordeal.
Yeah.
Of, like, there's so many seasons of it, it's so long. So I like, it's kind of a guilty pleasure. Well, I'll watch one of them and then take a break and watch something else and then get back to it.
Yeah, I mean, God. I mean, the live action stuff for these franchises is only like the surface, right? Because obviously between DC and Marvel's got the better, in my opinion, live action stuff currently. Mm-hmm. And we have the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and that was like the greatest thing ever. Like Endgame.
Yeah.
Was the greatest conclusion to that, and we will probably never be able to recapture that kind of magic again in cinema.
To your point, I do love how they, like, converged all of the
it just built and built.
Yep.
And it ended on like a huge finale, and it was great.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like they only can adapt so much into the movies. They like cover the basics, but like the comics have been going since like the 60s, right?
Yeah, actually, I've never thought about that. How long they've been going on?
Yeah, there's like a whole like slew of content that the movies could have pulled from, and they could only pull like what they pulled from that was like surface level.
Yeah.
So yeah, the comics have been going for so long, and Marvel and DC respectively each have their own like entire army of characters
Wow.
So you've got comics for each of those characters, and you've got the teams of characters, but also the solo characters, and there's crossovers and all this stuff. And this has been going since the '60s. So if you want to start, if you want to read comics and you want to start with Marvel or DC, good luck, because that is a very twisted web.
Yeah.
Of stuff to go through. So that's why I'm not starting with superheroes. Like I've always wanted to read comics because they fascinate me, and there's they're kind of like a petri dish of culture, because like lots of ideas have started in comics, like superheroes, but also stuff that isn't superheroes, like Hellboy. Right?
Yes.
You got me the I think 1 or 2.
I think I got you this volume 2.
Yeah, like it was volume 2 of the short stories.
Yeah.
But yeah, I now have the full collection of Hellboy. And that's like one example of probably an easier to digest comic run, because it's less like diverging of characters. Like you got Hellboy. It's like, okay, Hellboy. And there's not really any other characters. And there's a larger universe, but if you just want to read Hellboy, it's like, these are the Hellboy stories, and you're done. And it's just like, it's very straightforward, and not like a whole bunch of like headache of trying to figure out where to start.
Yeah.
That's not what I've been reading, though. Like, because I'm reading something on my tablet that I don't own, per se.
Yeah.
But we're not going to get into that.
Why do you always hit them?
Because it's fun.
Okay.
It's fun. And, you know, the kitties really like koroks for some reason, so I'm gonna... They stand for the old state of things on this channel, and we're past that now.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just gonna abuse the hell out of them.
Good to know.
Yeah, makes sense?
Makes sense.
Good. Because I'm gonna keep doing it, and you can't stop me.
Okay.
Oh, that's weird. There's an Addison up here, where there's no roads.
Well, clearly he knows you're gonna stumble across him because of his future.
Always one step ahead, that Addison.
That's what I'm saying. Clearly he's like, oh, well, even if there's no roads, it doesn't matter. Because I know Link likes to climb up mountains and, you know, blaze his own trails, so let me just go to this random place, because I know Link's gonna be there.
Well, you know what they say? All roads lead to Addison.
Yeah, because he knows where you're gonna be.
It's no use. Fear it. Run from it. Addison still arrives.
He's still there.
He's still there. He's a constant. You cannot stop the Addison.
That's what I'm saying. He can see into the future because he knows where you're gonna be. Honestly, Addison is a stalker.
Yeah?
Because if he sees into the future, knows where you're gonna be, and purposely is there before you arrive.
It's like reverse psychology stalking.
Yes, it is. Addison is a stalker.
Okay, I already got that Addison. And there's one on the cliff. See if I got that. Did not get that. There's a few down there. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, I definitely got that one. I have not gotten this one, so we're gonna go here next.
Okay. Addison is a stalker.
Yeah.
But he, like, gaslights you into thinking that you're the stalker because he's there first.
Yes, exactly. It's reverse psychology stalking.
Oh, boy.
I was already here. I don't know. You're the stalker.
Oh, yeah, you're the stalker. I was already here, man. I don't know. I'm just conveniently already here because I secretly know where you're gonna be, but I'm never gonna tell you that.
But yeah, I guess going back to comics, oh God, I mean, this could be another conversation, so I don't know how much I'll go into this, but I've been reading something called... Hey, if you're hearing this, we went way too long for this episode, so we're splitting it into 2 episodes. This is going to be the cutoff point for this episode. We didn't really do an outro, but this is the outro, and I'm saying this now. This is Void from the Future, and yes. I'm putting this outro here. So we're just going to pause this, and then we're going to be back, and that'll be the next episode.